Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Ravens going up against the Bengals.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake. Weber. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Well, the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watching that party.
Operating from the gun, Weber. And this is going to be incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Watching that party. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down following the run. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive lineman faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Jake Elliott now to try the Bengals field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And his throw here's incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again. Weaver. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
from the gun. Weaver. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now a handoff as they run left side. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Weaver. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They go with Murray again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I want once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Weber. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Gone.
To throw again, Weber. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Set. Green. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, Weber. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. first down. He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now back to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. First down, Weber. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. On play action, they'll throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! No, check! Patriot! Patriot! No, check! Patriot!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Defense showing blitz.
Let's go.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This time he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep up, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Now let's go. Detroit!
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now let's go. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Weaver. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Weaver looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Take it at the 37. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw here. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Over.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Hurry up, hurry up. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
To throw on 2nd down, Weaver. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Weaver. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit! Detroit! 319! No, check! Patriot!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! No, check! Patriot!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kamale Correa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So that wind at his back that time may have just given it the juice that it needed for 3.
And I tell you, everything had to be perfect here. Good snap, good hold. He's got to drive it low and hope. Like you say, they gets a little help from the wind. And wow, it does just sneak over the bar.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go. 319! Watch it now, Barney! Over!
throwing on first down. Weber. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On first and 10, Weber. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing again on second and 10. Weber. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Gun.
From the gun, Weber. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The play clock's running down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
On 1st down, Weber. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weber. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Detroit.
Operating from the gun. Weber. That would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Ravens send their punter out now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Amaro, the tight end, in motion. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the guns. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now let's go. Leopard! Leopard!
Throwing on first down. Weaver. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Weaver throwing the out route incomplete. That's Simpson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10. Weaver. And no escaping this this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. From the gun, Weaver. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And it's the Redskins scoring again to open up that lead. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football. And this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Watch it now, party. Blue, line it. Gun.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Gun. All right, here we go. Over. Here we go now. Blue, line it. Check.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Whitney Merciless in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Jake Elliott now to try the Bengals field goal. This from 44 yards away. And Elliott puts this one through. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air on second down. Weber. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On third down, Weber. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt.
You